Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, and once again we're back with a new video. I'm picking off right where I left off at and helping y'all decide on whether the right microphone for your studio. So what's up everybody? Y'all already know what it is, your boy Slim, aka Mr. Different, and I'm back. Sorry I've been gone for a little bit, not doing these type of videos, but I'm back on the road trying to get them back together. I had a lot of stuff going on, a lot of good things coming in the future, so be on the lookout for that. And plus I want to make sure my production value was up the top, the top quality that I bring to all my products and everything. So hopefully this video looks a lot better and y'all enjoy it, and let me know what y'all think about it. But anyway, let's get into the reason y'all are here watching this video in the first place, and that is microphone. Which one should you get? Now, I'm gonna start off by talking about the 3 different microphones that you can possibly get. First of all, there's dynamic microphones. Dynamic microphones are the ones you see everywhere: Radio Shack, Walmart, they're all over. They're the handheld microphones you see people record, performing with on stage. It's probably most likely gonna be your first microphone choice when you're starting out. I know it was certainly mine. I started off with a Radio Shack $30 microphone, but why would you start off with that one? Well, it's a good way to get yourself introduced into music. It's a great microphone. They can handle a lot of yelling into them. They don't pick up a lot of room noise. They pick up pretty much whatever you put in front of it is what it's gonna capture. And like I said, you don't need phantom power either, so that's another good thing. Of course, you don't have an interface that has phantom power, but nowadays every interface has phantom power, so there shouldn't be no excuse. But also, like I said, if you're doing something with a lot of yelling, screaming, loud vocals, a dynamic microphone might be your best choice just for that simple fact. And it doesn't really matter the brand. Like you gotta understand, what you pay for is what you're getting. So buying a cheaper $30 microphone, it's not gonna sound as good as maybe a $150 one or $200 one, but at the same time, if you know what you're doing, you can get a good sound out of that $30 microphone. Cause I know I sure did when I had that $30 Radio Shack microphone. But that's not saying go out there and buy one. It's just saying if you're strapped for cash, you need a microphone, or you're just starting out, that's a good choice. Dynamic microphones. Next up is condenser microphone. What's condenser microphone? Well, this bad boy right here is condenser. This is the AKG P220. Condenser microphones usually have a broader range of dynamics, so pretty much they can pick up, really low noises to really high noises pretty clearly. But they do pick up a lot of room. I don't know in this video, I'll probably edit it out, but you can hear a lot of the room echo and stuff like that because there is nothing, it's not in a booth or anything, to dampen that. So you have to be careful that if you're not in a very good spot, it will pick up whatever is around it. The closer you get to these microphones, the more it has some kind of percentage effect, meaning the closer I get, the louder and more boomier it sounds. The farther away I get, the less you can hear. So they're good for if you want to have like a nice kind of intimate kind of conversation when you're recording or singing or whatever, get close to the microphone. But if you want more, if you're gonna be yelling and screaming, you just step back. So you have to really judge that. So if you're recording, you gotta make sure your artist or you yourself, you know what you're about to do. If you about to yell, step back. You're about to get kind of quiet, get closer. They come in different varieties. For one, they come in different polar patterns. Where the polar patterns meaning the pickup, or how it picks up. Like this is cardioid, meaning it pick up only from the front. So if I'm from the side, you're really not gonna hear me, or if I'm behind you, you're not gonna hear me. But if I'm right in front of it, you're gonna hear, the microphone pretty much. Some can pick up from both sides, which is figure 8, and some are omnidirectional, meaning it pick up all around the microphone. So that's another choice. That's another decision you gotta make when picking a microphone. What are you gonna do? If you're gonna do like you and somebody else singing, you might want to get a microphone with different polar patterns where you can put both of y'all can be singing at the same time for like a duet type thing, or stuff like that. So that's something to look at. And they range from different prices. This one was about $150 if I'm not mistaken, but I've had cheaper ones like the AT2020, which costs $100, and it's a great sounding microphone. You can look at the reviews of it. It's like one of the top selling microphones out there. Also, another thing about condenser microphones is you need phantom power. Like if you don't have phantom power, it's not gonna work. It needs that phantom power to even activate and cut on. So do keep that in mind. So like I said, but all interfaces nowadays have phantom power, and also they come in other varieties like tube microphones, which are basically have a little vacuum tube in it that kind of warms up the low end and kind of roll off the top end a little bit, but it's not gonna add no magic to your recording. So if you think if I buy a tube microphone, my recording gonna sound good, No, if you don't know how to mix, you can make a two microphone sound like crap. And just like I can make this microphone sound really good. It's just all in the mixing. But you know, the microphone you do buy from the beginning will determine how good the sound source going into it. So if you get a more expensive microphone, what's going into it would be, you know, you have less work to do when it comes to editing. But then again, you gotta remember, good mic technique, good situation, good room, acoustics and all that do play a big factor. And plus your talent. If your talent don't know how to record, if they're dancing all over the place, then you know you're gonna have a hard time mixing. Like if you have a very good talent that, you know, can stand in front of the microphone and record good, you're gonna get a good record. So just keep that in mind when getting a microphone or getting a condenser microphone. Like I said, they vary. Like I said, I done been with Audio Technica, AKG, Avatone. I done use Norman microphones. They're different prices, different variety. It just depends on where your wallet is, what you can afford, and what sound you're looking for. Because every microphone has a different frequency response. So one might be more better for mid-range, one might be better low, and one might be better in the high range. So you gotta just listen, play around, do reviews, go on YouTube. You know, that's one good way to, you know, pick the right microphone for you and actually use it yourself too. If you can't find somebody who has one, or go to your local Guitar Center or whatever store is nearby. And the third type of microphone is ribbon microphones. Now ribbon microphones are kind of them special microphones. Like they have a nice silky smooth sound, but they come at a cost. They can't handle a lot of pressure or SPL pressure, meaning if you scream into a ribbon microphone, most likely it will break. So you got to be very careful when you're using a ribbon microphone, because like I said, it's only held by this little thin piece of ribbon that's in between two magnets. And when you're screaming, you're vibrating that ribbon. The ribbon is so thin that you can rub your hands together with it and it'll disintegrate. If you don't believe me, you can look up, you know, how to make ribbon microphones. You can make them yourself, but you can look at how to make ribbon microphones, and that's all it is. It's just two magnets and a ribbon with some electronics, and it's vibrating to create sound and get transferred blah blah to analog. So, but as I said, they have a very nice sound. They're kind of expensive because, like I said, they're more vintage sounding, if that makes sense. Cause like a lot of the old broadcast radios and old like 70s and stuff like that, they use a lot of ribbon microphones. And like I said, they have a unique sound to them, but they come at a price. Like I said, you gotta be careful when you buy one. But if you do buy one, you will love the sound. They sound great on woodwind, string instruments, of course. Vocals, like I said, they sound good on vocals, but just you can't scream it to them. So just keep that in mind. So that's the three type of microphones: dynamic, condenser, and ribbon. Now, which one is good for your studio? Well, that just depends on what type of music you're doing. If you're doing a lot of screaming rock, you know, stuff like that, you might want to go with like a dynamic microphone, just because you're gonna be yelling to it all the time. You don't want to distort. If you're gonna do more hip hop, R&B, pop, classic, you know, stuff like that, a condenser is your choice. Like, condenser is really a good all-around microphone. You can't really go wrong with a condenser. So it works for all genres, but you really can't go wrong with getting a condenser. And a ribbon microphone is, like I said, strings, woodwinds, instruments like that nature. You know, if you want that old classic vintagey sound, a ribbon mic is good for you, but you gotta be careful. Like I said, all microphones come at a price. They have their cons and pros, but at the end of the day, it's not the microphone. It is, you know, how you use it. You know, good mic technique, good mic placement, a good, you know, a good artist or sound source, and also good mixing techniques will make sure that your microphone, like this little microphone, you can make it sound like 10 times the price. You know, like I sure can. You know, I can mix it and make it sound really, really good. I can make it sound like a tube microphone if I want to. You know, not really, but you know, the sign, you can make it sound really good. And, you know, like I said, it's only a $150 microphone. So like I said, it's not the microphone or the equipment, it's the person behind the equipment. So hopefully that helps you out and decide what kind of microphone you want. Like I said, you can't go wrong with microphones, but do remember this: you get what you pay for. So if you buy a really cheap microphone, you're most likely gonna get really cheap audio quality, and you gotta really work hard to get it sounding good. So just keep that in mind. But at the end of the day, don't go out there and rush and spend $3,000 if you ain't got it. You know, but if you got it, hey, I can't stop you. But hopefully that helps you get the right microphone for your studio and your situation. And like I said, if you want me to do some techniques on how to mix vocals and stuff like that to show you how to get the best possible sound, I'll be happy to do that. Leave me a comment, like, comment, subscribe, view. Also check out my free drum kit. You know, I'm about to release another one because I'm pretty much about to hit my requests, and I might have another one coming soon, so be on the lookout for that. So if you haven't subscribed, liked, the comment, whatever, you might want to go, because you're missing out on a bunch of free products and some big announcements coming real soon. So hopefully this video helped y'all. Y'all already know who it is. Slim, aka Mr. Different, not motivated by the money, but the like, comment, subscribe, and views, and keep them coming, because I do appreciate, what y'all do for me. Like I said, I try to give back good content for all of y'all. So hopefully this video helped, and I shall see y'all in the next video. Y'all keep making hits. All right, I'm out.